Hi, a warm welcome to you. So in this video, we'll try to solve some examples based on congruence. Okay, so let's go ahead. This is the first one which we will do. Now just spend some time, look at the diagram and try to understand what information is given. I advised you that whenever you say problem in congruence, first in rough note down all the congruences whatever you have. I have SSS, I have SAS, I have ASA, I have AAS, and this is not right angle triangles, I hope, so I will not put down RHS. Now see here what information is given. Already two sides is given, so I will strike down these two. I have only these two. Okay, but is there any angle information given? No, so I should be able to prove it only with SSS. Okay, right. Now look at this diagram and see what are the congruent triangles here. Okay, look at this triangle BAD. If you take it and flip it over, it becomes nothing but it becomes CBD, right? So if I start from here, ABD, can I say this triangle is, if you look at triangles A, B, D, comma, what is the next triangle we have? ABD and CBD. CBD. We want to prove SSS, right? That means sides should be proven. Okay. Now what is the first side we want to prove? AD. AD is nothing but equal to CD. That's what you want to say. So you want to say AD is nothing but equal to CD. What is the proof for this? This is already given. This is called two column proof, right? You just give the statement, then give the reason. So nothing but, or you put it in brackets, AD equal to CD, it's given to me. Now what is the next? B, AB equal to CB, yes, that's also given to me. AB equal to CB, that is also given to me. Okay, I have to prove one more side. Where is the other side hiding? That's a common side, yes. So how you have to write here? You have to be write BD equal to BD. BD is equal to BD. Yes. What is this property called? This property is called as reflexive property. This is called reflexive property. That's it. Now we have proved yes, yes, yes. We have proved yes, yes, yes. So now what I have to prove? What is the meaning of this? If I proved by SSS, nothing but all the angles are corresponding angles are same. That means this angle will be equal to this angle, and also this angle will be equal to this angle, and also this angle will be equal to this angle, right? Let me, now you can see that. Now once we have proven with SSS, this SSS is applicable in both of them, you are proven that by SSS postulate these two triangles are congruent. Okay, after that what you will write? You will write, if you have to prove something, what you will write? You will write corresponding parts of congruent triangles. What's the meaning of that? Now I have already proven that these two triangles are congruent. Do you want more information to be given? Yes. He said prove angle ABD equal to angle CBD. What is angle ABD? Angle ABD is nothing but equal to angle CBD. Correct, right? That's what we have proven. No? I did a mistake here. Yes, I did a mistake. I did a mistake. Let me erase that part. Okay, I'll put it down. See here, this angle equal to this angle, then after that this angle is equal to this angle. Similarly, this angle is equal to this angle. Correct? Can you see that? Now they are perfect. So what you want me to prove? You want me to prove angle ABD equal to angle CBD. We know that already. Angle ABD equal to angle CBD. So we will say by CPCT are corresponding parts of congruent triangles. We will say angle ABD is equal to angle CBD. What is the reason for that? CPCT. It's a corresponding parts of congruent triangles are equal. By that I can say that this angle should be equal to that angle, right? Hope you got this, right? Okay, let me repeat that because I have confused you with the angles. See here, you have been given already two sides are congruent in this triangle. So looking at the triangle itself, you can see that this is nothing but exactly the flipped version of this triangle. BAD and BCD are congruent. How we have proven? Given two sides are equal, the third side is nothing but the common side. So now once we have taken SSS and proven that these two triangles are congruent, that's nothing but we said that, right? If I am able to prove one congruence by any one of the predefined, remaining all angles, everything should be equal. That's what is the meaning of congruence, right? Okay. Now I was asked to prove ABD equal to CBD, angle ABD equal to angle CBD. I just said that, okay, now already I have proven that these two triangles are congruent. When I have proven that two triangles are congruent, all the corresponding angles should be equal. So angle ABD should be equal to angle CBD. Okay, right. Now let's move to the next one. Okay. Let us move to the next one. Okay. Maybe I need to erase. Let me check, or I will try to put a mark here. Okay, right. Let's look at the second one. Look at these triangles and think for some time how these two triangles are congruent. What information you see immediately? I see angles, right? So now what I will do? Let me erase this and put down them again. What I will do now? Suppose I have all of them noted down. SSS, SAS, ASA, AAS. I see two angles. That means these two are gone. I have only ASA or AAS. Okay, fine. Now for any one of these, I should be able to prove that one side is also equal in both the triangles, right? Now if you see the triangles, triangle ABD and also triangle ABC. See here, if you take this triangle and at this particular place, these are all fixed, this is flexible, just move it, this triangle becomes ABC. Okay, so we have to prove triangle ABD is congruent to triangle A, B and C. You have to be very careful with the way you are writing it. Okay, right? No, I did a mistake there. Okay, see, these two triangles are triangle BAD and a triangle ABC. Can you tell me why we have to prove these two? Because see here, I have been given these two angles are equal. So I said these are at the end D and C. That is fine. Then I have been given that angle B in this triangle is equal to angle A in this triangle. So B and A should have the corresponding places. So what is left out is A and B. Nothing but, if you look at this, this is, let me try to explain you. This is nothing but equal to two triangles like this. One triangle. Oops. That's not how it looks like. This is one triangle. Okay. There is another triangle. Oops. There is another triangle like this. Now imagine these both are equal, right? See here. Now what is given to you here? This angle. Let me pick a color. So this angle is given as this angle, right? and also this angle is given as this angle, and these lengths are equal. This length, this particular length, it's not the right color to use. This particular length and this length are equal. Now only the thing in the problem, what he did, he just superimposed one on the other. So you have to be very careful when doing with the problems. Okay. Now this is very simple, right? I have just moved them apart and I have seen how they are. Now see here, what is this A? This is nothing but B, and this is D. You know that this is equal to C. This is nothing but equal to A. This is B. Now you can understand clearly why I have written BAD equal to ABC. See here, my starting angle given is for B, here it is A. So B and A take first position. Then also whatever you want to do, I just prefer to say at the end I have these two angles equal. So I will put down D and C at the end, automatically the remaining will fit in. So it becomes BAD equal to ABC. Okay, right. Now what congruency we have taken here? Can you tell me? You have an angle, after that you have a side. That means that this is nothing but equal to angle side. Now you can go back and say that, okay, I know two angles, I will find out this angle also. Then you can also say AS here. Doesn't make any difference. Either you say it as AS or ASA, you can prove by any congruency. There will be actually more than one solution sometimes for the problem. You can do it with more than one congruency. Okay, fine. This is about the AS, right? Now you have proven these two triangles are congruent. Then you can, what you need to prove? You need to prove AD equal to BC. Now once I have proven by AAS that these two triangles are congruent. What is the meaning of that? Triangle A, B, D. I did the mistake again. Yeah, it's better I go in the earlier way instead of confusing you. So I will say triangle BAD, whatever I have taken. I can write like this also, it's absolutely fine, because if I follow the same thing in both. BAD is equal to ABC. This is what we are saying. Congruent. What's the meaning of that? Angle B is equal to angle A. Perfect. Angle A equal to angle B. Okay. Now I am learning it. Fine. Angle D equal to angle C. Given to me. Not only that, I also know that the sides are also congruent, right? I know that the sides are also congruent. So this side is equal to this side, and this side is equal to this side. That's the meaning of saying that two triangles are congruent. Now let us see what we have to prove. We have to prove AD is equal to BC. Yes, we know that. So we will say by CP CT AD is equal to BC. Now I haven't given you the steps for this. Okay, let me do that. The first step is, I will say angle B is equal to angle A. This triangle is BAD. This triangle is ABC. Angle B equal to angle A. The reason is given to me. Thank you. It's an input. What is the second one given to me? Given to me that angle D. Given to me that angle D is equal to angle C. That is also input. Thanks again. This is also given. Now I have been given two angles. I need to have one common side. What is the common side here? BA is equal to AB. You will say BA is equal to AB. What is this? Reflexive property. You will say BA is equal to AB by reflexive property. This is how you have proven that angle side. What we have proven? This is angle, this is angle, and this is side. AAS we have proven. Once I have proven this, I can directly go back and say by CPCT corresponding parts of congruent triangles. Remaining all should be equal, sides should be equal. So AD is equal to BC and also BD is equal to AC. Okay, that's how we solve that. Let's do the third one, which is a very interesting problem. Let me go ahead. Okay, right. Just give me a minute. I'll erase this so that we'll have some space to do the third one. Otherwise I'll just leave it so that you can refer it. I'll do it in the this part. Let me just try to move and see if I can get some space. Yes, lot of space. Why I have to clear that? I'll not clear it. Okay, let's do this one here. Okay, let's have clean part. Okay, fine. This is where we are focusing. This is our third problem. Now look at this. This is very interesting. Okay, you have a square ABCD, then you have a equilateral triangle. Okay, now what you have to prove? I have to prove that angle BEC is equal to 15 degrees. See, they are not asking me to prove some triangles are congruent. They are just asking me prove this. Maybe I can also prove that ADE, BCE are congruent also. Let's go ahead and do that. Yes, we'll do that. What is there? Triangle AD, that's nothing but side of the square, and that's nothing but the side of the equilateral triangle. That should be congruent to triangle. Where is my square side? BC. And where is the equilateral triangle side? E. You can see that, right? Pretty straightforward. This we will prove congruent, then we should be able to get all the information. Now where is the, now what information you see here, right? See here, square and equilateral triangle. All of them have the same length. That means side information is very much visible. Two sides are available. Let us see whether I can make it as SAS or I can make it as SSS. Let us see third information you can get from anywhere. No. So I will strike it off. My only rescuer is SAS. Okay. Now let's write the proof. Okay. We will say first, in triangle ADE and ABC, what we have to write? In triangle ADE, comma, triangle ADE, comma, triangle BCE. What is my first statement? My first statement is AD is equal to BC. AD is equal to BC. Can you tell me what is the reason for that? That's a square property. That's a definition of square. Square will have all the sides as equal. So I can say it as definition of square, or I can say square property, whatever you want to say. Okay, fine. Now what is the next one? AD. After that I have to say DE is nothing but equal to CE. How I can say that? It's an equilateral triangle with the side equal to the side of the square. So that I will say definition of equilateral triangle, and also given to me that these two are equal, given that they are equal. Okay. Now I have two sides, but something is missing. I need to get an angle. But if you are a little bit, you look into that, you have the information there. This is 90 degrees, you know that, and this is 60 degrees, you know that, because it's equilateral triangle. This is 90, this is 60. Hey, now you say, oh my god, I have missed it, it's so simple. No, yes, you are right. This is 150 degrees. See how the information is hidden there? Now I know this side is equal to this side, and these two sides are equal. I know that, and also I know the angles are equal. So what is the angle? We know that the angle is, what is that angle? Angle D, or I will say angle ADE. Correct? I will say angle ADE is equal to angle BCE. Now how you got this? This is basically from the definition of square and equilateral triangle. I know this angle is 60 and square makes 90 degrees with the adjacent sides. So this is nothing but equal to 150. Now we have everything needed. So first I will say this statement yes. Okay, let me take it off. So this will be my first statement, this will be my second statement, and this will be my third statement. So you can see here, this is nothing but equal to yes, A, yes, congruency. First I say side equal to side. Second I say angle is equal to, both are same and they are 150. Now this is SAS. Now can you tell me how BEC is 15? how BEC is 15. Think about it. Take your time. Don't need to continue with the video. Just put it in pause and think about it. It's very simple. Pretty simple. If you are not getting it, come back. I am solving it for you. See here, this is a triangle. I'm drawing actually AE and I'm making it comfortable to you by keeping it horizontal. And you know that AD equal to DE? AD is equal to DE. This is it. These two lengths are equal. This is equal to this. And what is that angle here? This angle is nothing but equal to 150 degrees. Now this is pretty straightforward. These two angles should be equal. Why these two angles should be equal? Angles opposite equal sides in isosceles triangle are congruent or equal. So this should become 15 and 15. This should become 15 and 15. If I am able to prove DAE or DEA, it's nothing but equal to either angle BEC or angle CBE. Anything is fine. So we have proven that angle BEC is equal to 15 degrees. This is how we do problems in congruence. Just summary. Once you go to the problem, in the rough side, just put down all the congruences. Look which information you have, and also see any other hidden information given by alternated interior angles or by the definition of the object whatever is present there. If you have more side information, you will be working on SSS or SAS. If you have more angle information, you will be working with ASA or AAS. Okay, that's how we solve it. And remember, when you are giving the triangles as congruent, you are taking the responsibility once you say this, that angle A equal to angle B, angle D equal to angle C, angle E equal to angle E, AD equal to BC, DE equal to CE, and also EA is equal to EB. So you have to be very careful how you are putting the words here. Okay, right. See you in the next video. Thanks for visiting. Bye for now.